last 2 times I hit that fun box, I blew my knee and then I had stitches in my eye. So let's just stick with that wake to wake right now.
So now you're getting really close to getting across the wakes. You're actually landing on top of the second wake and you're doing a good job of absorbing it. What I want you to do is I want you to go for wake to wake. So rather than bringing your rope shorter, we're just gonna speed the boat up a couple miles an hour and you know, within reason. Everybody's boat's different, so you kind of gotta watch out for that. But I don't like putting people's ropes shorter than 65 feet because what that does is, yes, it'll make the wakes a little bit narrower getting across, but now you've compressed your whole approach time, so you make everything kind of a panic. So I'd rather not shorten the rope up too much at this point. I'd rather just speed the boat up a little bit and just have you do things correctly. If you're doing them correctly, then you're gonna get across wake to wake. When you decide that you feel comfortable enough and you wanna go wake to wake, remember that it's just about holding that progressive edge, standing tall at the wake, and letting everything get you across. When you're doing these, all the way from practicing your short approach to the long approach one wake stuff, all the way to wake, I want you to really concentrate on exaggerating a soft landing. I tell people though that I want you to do it to where you think it almost looks funny. So when you're landing, you're not gonna just take this little kind of soft absorbent hit. You're gonna go all the way down and really exaggerate what it feels like to keep your chest up and use your legs on the landing. So when you're ready to go for wake to wake, it's up to you at this point. If you feel like you're confident and you're going for it, when you get across to that second wake, be ready. Even if you make it past that second wake and you don't hit the top of the second wake, I still want you to absorb that second wake so you just continually get that burned into your head as far as what it feels like to be soft on the landings. Sometimes if you land and it feels like you're getting pulled forward, if you land and your legs aren't necessarily soft, but yet they're kind of bent, what happens, you hit and all that tension comes back into the rope. When that tension comes into the rope, if you're not going straight down, what happens is if all your weight gets pulled over your front foot. And so now you're having to really hold back to try not to get pulled out the front. If you go down with a soft landing, it keeps your weight centered right over the board and it's much easier to keep the board going along with you. So it's kind of twofold. It makes it a lot easier to ride away and it makes it a lot easier to hang on. So soft landings. So go for it, wake to wake. Toe side, yes, it is gonna be a little bit more difficult, but take your time on it. When you're going toe side, it's really important to think about that direction. Remember those 3 things. Keep that handle down. Keep your eyes across, looking where you want to go, not where you think you're gonna fall. Biggest common mistake, everybody looks down at toe side. And keep those knees really soft. We're gonna go through that just like you've gone so far. You're gonna go through the same process of starting really close, learning what it feels like to edge up the wake, land soft, and continue going. Don't follow the boat, and go well past that second wake. When you get a little bit more comfortable, bring your approach out wider, and start with that easy, progressive edge, getting the most angle right at the wake, land very softly, and keep going. It's really important, take your time on toe side, because if you think, okay, well, I'm gonna go for it, I kinda got this, and you just go for it, that's when you're gonna kinda get, you know, your face handed to you. We'll just say face.
Would you say that if I go wake to wake, I'm gonna get more girls than I would if I don't learn this trick?
For sure, yeah. Getting girls, you know, is gonna be something that's much easier for you to do after you go wake to wake. Yeah. What I tell people on toe side, since it's such an awkward position, the less you do on toe side, the better. If you can just stand there and let everything happen, it goes so much better. So if you find that, man, this is not working out for me, take a step back and do less. It's kind of like life, you know? I'm struggling, what's going on? You're trying too hard, you know?